Good evening and welcome to the Immersive Experience, a podcast about you, for you, from you. Tonight we dive into the depths of the human psyche. We'll explore the art of self introspection and the power it holds to understanding and releasing our habits. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this journey of self discovery together. I'm your guide, Desi Lou, and tonight joining us is Riss the Great. No,
Okay.
look, I'm gonna put it out there anyways. No, like,
Hello. How is everyone tonight? I'm
okay.
excited to be here, and I'm excited to be co-hosting for my beautiful friend over there.
Okay. I'm excited to have you, honestly. This is my she's a part of my tribe. This is my soul sister, obviously. Look like um so what I want to talk about first is what introspection is. So that everybody, I know, what's your ideal of introspection, but we all got our own ideas of what introspection can be. So I'm just gonna give it to you from my point of view. You can tell me if you agree, disagree. We'll walk it down. We ain't never had no problem talking, so
Right.
we got it. So introspection is the process of examining your own thoughts, emotions, and motivation. So basically, it's an inner self exploration. So that's what
I
we're gonna do.
agree. I would agree with that. Or, I mean, how I would say is to be woke.
Right.
Woke with yourself, woke
Hmm.
within. To be open minded within yourself. You feel me too?
Yeah, I agree with that. I like that. To
Yeah.
be open minded within yourself. Plus, I feel like a lot of times we apply a lot of things outside of us. So introspective is just taking the tools that you apply outside of you every single day and using them on yourself. So
Exactly.
if you hit a tornado, you don't been through a natural disaster. The best way to make this happen is to go out there. You got to be FEMA for yourself, obviously,
Right.
because you can't call FEMA. So,
Might as well.
all right, introspection is a great tool to better help us understand ourselves. Essentially, that is exactly what it is. So hopping right into the questions, what's a moment that significantly shifted your perspective?
Personally, back when I was like, I want to say seventh grade, we had read this book called The Child Called It. And it changed my perspective on how we treat people, how I look at my parents, how I look at children at school. It gave me a whole different outlook when it came to life because it was like so graphic while reading the book. Me, when I read books, personally, I'm seeing a whole vision. I'm seeing the whole thing be played out in my head. So when it came to that book, it was very graphic. It was how his parent was to him and everything, the all sorts of different relations and how they responded to certain things, you know, as well. So it was very not just traumatic, but also kind of like an eye opener of how I should respond to other people, and to have the thoughts and beliefs of, okay, if I bully this person, what's going on at their life at home?
Mhm.
Versus, okay, I didn't think about that in the past prior to reading that book. I didn't sit there and think like, oh, what's going on at home, or anything like that. So when it came to just personal relation, it changed the whole mental mindset right there. And it opened my mind to like to understand other people's stories, you know there is a lot going on
Oh
around me.
no, that's
So don't
perfectly
mind me.
fine. Don't worry. We've had noise before, so
Okay.
I don't think it's interfering. Life still happens
Right.
regardless of what's happening. You're at home in a setting where chaos probably happens often, so it's not a
Right.
big deal. Like, um, now if you was intentionally creating chaos, then I'd have an
Okay.
issue with that.
Yeah, no,
That's what I got a
they're
problem with.
they're doing a lot.
Hey, yeah.
I'm hearing them.
Kids gonna be kids. That's one thing I do know.
Right.
And I ain't here to try to tame that little energy at all.
Right.
Like,
They are
if you
just
want to do
all
what?
over.
No, like, listen, no. We can't go sliding off of the Empire State Building today, honey. Calm
Right.
down. So
Not today, maybe tomorrow. No, I'm just like
maybe tomorrow. No, for real. We're gonna get our potato sack cloth and we're gonna go try that out.
right.
If you could have a conversation with your younger self, what would you say?
To have more self-confidence, to
Mm.
believe that not everyone is going to ultimately have one solid belief when it comes to you. Not the world doesn't share the same belief, you know. When I was younger, I believed that, like, I personally believed that I was ugly, so I thought the world thought I was ugly, you know. And so I would tell myself, you know, hey, it's okay. You know, one person may have an opinion, but the next person might not have the same opinion. And what you're thinking of is really probably just one opinion of yourself. You know, I wish I would have told myself it's okay to have different thoughts or different beliefs.
I agree with that wholeheartedly because when I was writing this question, I thought the exact same thing. I was like, what is one thing that I would need to know back then? Like, believe in yourself. Like,
Right,
when somebody show you something, know that's what the fuck it is. Now, understand that you don't gotta repeat cycles a million and one times. And it's crazy because I feel mm, like consciously, it's something that we always telling ourselves though.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that it still ring true to this day is something that I always knew that I needed to walk in, but I just never did.
right.
Cause it's
Yeah,
like everybody don't think you ugly. You see all these men trying to holler at you. You see all these men
right,
trying to, but it just was that they weren't of any interest to me.
right.
Like, cause the men I wanted didn't want me. So it's kind of like, it's me. Am I
Right.
ugly?
It's always I mean, are we shooting for the stars or are we not shooting for the stars? But I mean, like, why would we want to settle on something less than what we want?
Yeah,
Just
but I
saying.
don't think it's like an appearance thing though, you know?
Well, no, I'm just saying in general, because once you get to know somebody, you finally, like, you immerse into their whole life in a different perspective. You know, you could look a particular way, but is that going to be the same as their soul? No.
Exactly. You hit that. Yes, you
Right.
said that. Hey, for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm just being honest,
Like,
man. You know,
cause
you
I
could
want
always look at them for looks, but beyond the skin, oh well, it could be very ugly underneath there. You know.
I want a mirroring of my soul. When I think
Right.
about a relationship, that's what I want. Somebody who mirrors my soul. Like, we don't
Right.
gotta sit here. I could sit here and I could tell a man all day long, like, hey, I like when you call and check in on me, every once in a while, or I like when you do this. But the next man who just like, what's up, baby? I was just
Right.
calling to check in on you. Or I was just like, that's what I want. I want it to be innate to you. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
I definitely feel you. Like there's personally, I feel like there's just multiple different levels to it when you go to like somebody, you know. It's not just
mhm,
what's on the outside, you know, because if you don't feel right with them after like even a week, you could vibe hard with somebody for like 2 3 weeks and then it's like, oh, it's getting old. It's like,
mhm,
you
yeah,
know, and it was just a facade, or you know. And that's kind of like masks, you know. A lot of people carry
mhm.
masks for a long time and then they're like, you some people get comfortable seeing those people's masks versus actually seeing their true self. And even though people wear masks, you can still see the cracks, you know.
Yeah. No, for real. You can. I think, and that brings me to my next question. Like, I feel like it correlates because after you wear a mask for so long and you pretend for so long, you start to think that that's actually your role. And
Right.
you could forget who you are.
Yes.
So how do you reconnect with yourself when you feel lost?
um I feel like I reconnect with myself on multiple different ways. I mean, I do meditation every night, as I've said before in different conversations. I also try to, what I'll do is when I'm really, really low, I'll go and listen to music from when I was a teenager or when it was easier times to kind
Mm-hmm.
of reset my mind. Like, it's still okay. We're going to have to go through these really rough times sometimes. Life isn't about just, easy pathways and, how are you going to learn if everything is given to you, or how is everything going to be, taught if you're not having any lessons to be learned from, you
Right.
know? So personally, you just gotta keep an open mindset. Excuse me, sorry. All these children, they just keep talking over here. um, but yes, I feel like I'm just like there's so much going on. I'm getting channeled messages right now too.
Okay.
Like I'm sorry, there's like 6 different people talking right now. I'm like,
Right.
they're saying, they keep saying stuff about you. They say that you're shining really bright right now, and that's
Oh.
what. And it's like your personality is coming through heavily right now, and I keep hearing that. It's hard to even hear my own head right now because of the amount of channeling. Sometimes it happens like that, so it's sometimes difficult. Like when I just get a little quiet, it's because I'm trying to hear everything.
Okay, no, you're perfectly
Yes.
fine. Take your time.
Yeah.
I
No.
think I think the way you answer questions is absolutely amazing. As much as I'm shining, trust me, you you
Girl,
are
you are shining harder than me. Come on, you are the star of the show.
that don't I listen when you on the show, you start just as much as I am because the wisdom that you drop in, the knowledge that you bring in is all the same thing. Like to me, that's why I always say this, and it's forever gonna be my line, and I stole it from somebody. I'm a reflection of you.
Right,
Like you feel me? Like if you able to see me, that means you understand that it's something in you because that's how we become triggered.
right,
I see something that's triggering something within me, and now, boom, then you open the airways. You feel me?
right.
Now we talking. Now we coming through with the shit that we coming through with. But for me, you inspire to shine every single day, honey.
I swear to God. No, don't play with that,
Definitely.
okay?
Hey, good evening, Telvin. How are you?
Hello.
Yeah, so this to me, this a byproduct of our conversations. It's a
I
byproduct
swear.
of the affirmations that we give each other. So
Right. I feel
that
like
type
it's
of thing.
good. Like I feel like I guess overall I just find I would say meditation or peace within to reconnect. If I
Mhm,
feel disconnect, I will either do that or I'll talk to a good friend that I trust that I can really, vent my mind to, because sometimes it's like we get lost. We get really lost in our own thoughts, and sometimes we forget what our thoughts really are because the amount of stuff going on in our heads. So
mhm.
if I can't grasp it, then I try to go towards somebody that's intelligent just as much as me and will understand, like, okay, I'm going to tell you some information and you're not going to go tell your best friend, because it's not about that. It's about listening and understanding and giving the slight advice if there is advice necessary, without
Mhm.
judgment at all, because there shouldn't be no judgment when it comes to friendship.
But I say that all the time. Like it's good to have people around you who remind you of who you are, so you never lose yourself. Because
Right,
if you got a person who can keep you anchored in who you are, then it's kind of like, oh, okay, I'm always held accountable for being me,
right. Which
and
is,
I
there's
love that.
nothing wrong with that, though.
Yeah, I love
You're
that.
supposed to be you. If you're not you, who
Yeah.
are you supposed to be?
You can't be nobody else. I don't want to
Right.
be nobody else, baby. I ain't never wanted to
Exactly.
be no. Give me my scars. Give me my wounds. Give me my blow up mattress. Give me the holes in the wall. Yeah, like give me the rats. Give me the roaches. Like what?
If you
Like
gotta start from the bottom, you gotta get up somewhere. There's always down here, but you're always going up.
you feel
Regardless if
me?
you want to sit there and be like, oh, this is what I looked like last week and this is what I look like today. Okay, well at the end of the day, you got yourself up,
Yeah,
at the end of the day. So
yeah. You feel me? Hey.
right.
um, what's the most daring thing you've done lately?
Hmm. I feel like since I've been in hermit mode for a while, I would say being coming out of the box and getting to know people, getting myself out the way. Come on, you guys, over here. Um, I would say doing that, getting myself out there a little more because I went in hermit mode and then it was like I kind of stayed in it. I didn't want to leave it because it felt comfortable. And I think that it's pretty daring to come out of your own space, especially if you've been through a really rough time. It's hard to get out of your space. So it is like a risk. It feels like a risk because you're allowing, once again, all these other energies into your space. You're allowing people to see who you are again, So I feel like it is risky. Um, it might not be to the same next person, but it is to me because it's like when you put yourself in hermit mode, it's because you're going through a lot. And so
Yeah.
to allow yourself to be open to the world again, it's a risk. People, it really is a risk. And I hope to encourage other people as well to leave that hermit mode alone. It is to heal, but healing, you don't need to heal forever.
Yeah.
Sometimes healing forever actually ruins you. So, you are your worst enemy. That's
Yeah,
it is.
I believe. I think once we recognize something, it's just about recognizing it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
once you see it, you see it. Now either you're gonna do something about it or you're gonna keep sitting on your ass. Like you're
Right.
gonna have to,
Get up. It's time to
yeah.
get up.
You feel
It's
me?
that wake up call.
You
It's
feel me?
the even if you don't want to wake up, it's time to wake up
Yeah.
sometimes.
It's definitely time. All the time. No.
All the time. Yes, most definitely. You can only be stuck for a little bit, but you
Yeah.
know, give yourself
Sometimes we
time.
need that.
Right. Give
We
yourself a
need
break every once in a while, but don't
it.
get stuck in that break. Cause then you might not ever come out the break.
Yeah. What he said. What what's a belief you've challenged lately?
Right.
Or what's a belief you challenged recently?
um See, that's a hard question because it's like I have firm belief in if it is said, it has been done.
Hmm.
It's like it's like one of those situations. No, don't do that, okay? No, no. Um so it is really hard. There's I would say there isn't much that challenges it because I feel like knowledge is also power. So
Hmm.
if something is being challenged in my mental mind space, that's more reason to grow. You feel me? Um, I don't think that when you learn new stuff, for instance, you shouldn't really challenge it. You should just keep processing it. See, it might sound wrong because you never heard it before, but that doesn't mean it is wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no, for real. I think it's about I was talking to my mama earlier today and I was telling her basically, I said, any lesson that I've ever learned, if I couldn't apply it to every aspect of my life, I it is not that I threw it out, but it's not nothing that's it's of no use to me at the moment.
Right.
So it's like harboring pieces of information until I'm able to make the connection to all dimensions of me. So
Yeah. Go in your room. Go with Sissy. Yeah. Um, I would say that we both have that same mindset. Whenever we kind of like we agree with a lot of stuff because we have the same kind of mindset. But that's a part of the tribe. That's why we coincide because like
right.
that right there, we have a lot of the same thoughts and processes and when it comes to certain things we are very positive too. We look in a positive eye versus the negative eye or the unsure thought. We're just like we're more of a confident yes when we look at the
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Cause I'm already this the thing. And this is why I feel like introspection is so important because it helps me be this person.
Right.
Because I'm always checking me. I'm always looking for me. I'm always testing me. I'm always, and even when I don't know, it's like, are we self sabotaging? Okay, now let's make the correlation to how we self sabotaging. Why you self
Right.
sabotaging? Oh, because I don't feel like I'm self sabotaging. So what you doing? Why you not doing what you're supposed to do when you need to do it? Oh, well, I just be tired. Okay, why you so tired? But when your friends call,
Right.
you got all the energy to go out party. You find the time for that? So
That
what's
part.
next?
That
Keep
part.
keep lying to me so I can keep pulling
Right.
so I can keep pulling your shit. Like, what's up? And
Right.
that's and like literally that's how I be in my head. Like, what's
No,
up? Like,
I feel you because I feel like my higher self want to pull me, drag me by the streets.
you feel me?
You feel me? Like, hell no, she didn't just say that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Like you
when did you
playing.
just do that?
Stop playing. That's how my
And
higher
then,
self be talking to me. Stop
right.
playing. Stop playing.
Oh my god. So many times I've been in situations where people are like, what the hell is going on over there? I'm fighting with myself. Okay.
Yeah, nah, for real.
It's real. She got her notes inbox. Okay.
hmm
She
I
ready.
agree. I agree with that. I kind of feel like you answered this question already. I know the answer. They might have forgot, but what's a book that profoundly changed you?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
child called it. I would say a child called it, but then also I am currently reading also this book called Creating Money, and it's attracting abundance. I've read it a couple times actually, but I feel like whenever you go back and you stop, what are you doing? Yeah. Well, what you doing? You're not supposed to be spraying that. You better not have sprayed it in your eye. You're gonna
Turn
realize
your
you
head
gotta
for 1
cry.
minute. Them
Huh?
kids be over there doing everything.
Right. Come here, Marcellus. Come this way. Yeah, I was like, man, why does he smell like he over here spraying stuff?
He said he want to smell good.
Right. He want to smell like mom.
I
You want to take a
know that's
bath?
right.
Okay, 1 second. Manaya. Sorry. Don't mind me. Manaya.
It's a mute button on there. If you press
Oh,
the mute button.
okay. I'm going to be
hmm
right back.
Yeah, go ahead. So we just gotta understand. We gonna look. This is a little break for us. Look, but we just gotta keep understanding what it's like to search within ourselves, to keep searching in ourselves. Like, so while I was doing all this introspection talk, there I found something about introspection illusion, and I thought it was the craziest thing. So it's a curious little phenomenon. We often believe that we understand our motives, our emotions, like how we feel, what we actually going through. And the truth is, like, we overestimate what we actually know about ourselves, right? And we really, and this is where I feel like subconscious biases come into play. So when we say, "Oh, you back? Hey,
Yeah,
girl."
continue with what you were talking about.
When we say no, or when we say yes to a question, what you really doing, and this is real introspection, what you really doing is asking yourself, well, why am I saying no? Well, why am I saying yes? Is this something that I was handed? Is this something that I really believe? Is this something like when we was talking earlier and you were saying like, oh, I used to think that I was ugly and I used to think so that's why I had to ask myself, like, do I really think I'm ugly, or do I just think I'm ugly because everybody else done told me I'm ugly and shit don't play out the way I'm supposed so it's supposed to play out the way I want it to play out? Like,
Right.
why you think you ugly? Like, talk
Right.
about it. And then so this is a way for us to understand our behaviors better, to find out a way about our patterns and everything like that. So you're reading a book right now called the
Oh, Creating Money.
okay.
Yes. It's called Creating Money, Attracting Abundance. So it's a lot of more like spiritual. It's more of like well, throughout the book, I would say they give you different affirmations and different exercises to expand your mind when it comes to abundance in general. I feel like I would honestly tell everybody to read this book. It is one of those kind of books that also enlightens you about yourself as well.
Yeah.
Um, it goes deep within. It's another one of those shadow workbooks, kind of, but it's
Okay.
not, it wasn't directed as a workbook, but I feel like it is a workbook because it kind of goes deep within your mental on
Yeah.
certain things, and it kind of teaches you how to close out different negatives in your life, but not just saying, "Oh, close this out of your life" or "close this out of your life." It gives you an explanation on why you should do this and how you can continue to do that as a pattern in life so that you can continue getting abundances versus falling back down once you get up. You know, I think that it's very beneficial to really everyone because abundance comes in different ways. It's not just about money. You know, abundance can come in as, you know, a fruit off the tree,
Mm-hmm.
for instance. You know,
Yeah.
like
No. Yeah.
I'm trying to go little, but not too little. You know, like
Yeah.
the tree that you grew 5 years ago, it's sprouted with, you know, whatever, some blossoms. You know, abundance comes in many forms. A lot of people nowadays think abundance means money, but abundance comes in even people's of forms of people. Like when I met you, I felt like you were a part of my abundance because how wise and intelligent you are when we have our conversations. I'm never bored. And when I feel like if I'm bored in a conversation with somebody, I feel like almost my intelligence level is like, what it's a little
I
stuck.
agree.
Like, what
I
this person said,
agree.
what?
Like it just be dwindling, and I just be like, "Oh, I'm getting frustrated. Oh, this is such an irritating conversation. Why
Right,
are we still here? Why are we stuck on this?" I like people who on my level simply because if you on my level, that means we could figure out new shit.
right,
Where if you stuck down somewhere else, and I'm forever having to walk you up to my level, like, oh my gosh, why the
right,
fuck I gotta keep coming down these stairs to get your ass? Like,
right. And
bitch, if you don't catch up.
right, especially like honestly, that is how I feel too. You know, as spiritual healers, you know, in general, we are meant to do that, but it's almost like I'm falling in the place of I feel like I've done it so long. Man, it's falling on me. Like I don't want to keep going up them stairs just to catch 20, 60, 30 people. You know,
Okay.
I wish that they would stay, but you know what? Just as multiple different artists say in their own music, when you are up, you are sometimes alone. And alone ain't bad. It really isn't sometimes.
I'm gonna tell you, dealing with people who like that, that's how my mind learned to fly.
Right.
Cause I got tired of taking the steps. Girl, I'm big. Girl,
Right.
I
Girl, I trust. Put in trust. I be trying to dodge them like balls.
bet we
Like,
had to
man, they
build a
be coming in.
plane.
It's like one, you get rid of one, and then a third one comes in. Like three new ones come in, and then it's like, okay, we can heal this one. I don't know. We can probably save this one, possibly, but then it's like all up to them. You know,
Yeah.
you can guide people so much, but it's up to them at the end of the day if they want to take that guidance for real.
Okay. If you could master one skill overnight, what would it be?
Hmm. That's, you know, even when you had given me that earlier, I was like, that is one hell of a question.
I be having some questions. I hear me.
Like, I can't even lie. I would want, this might sound crazy, but I would want the skill of an infinite amount of, well, everything is infinite, so it's like what could I possibly ask for? That's a hard skill to ask. That's, you know, infinite amount of skills.
Okay,
Like
but
that
it's
is really
just
difficult.
you just want to master one skill overnight. What skill you think you could master overnight? That you want to master overnight, if you could.
I would say understanding.
Mm.
Um the ability to understand anyone. I feel like I do understand people for most of the part, but sometimes, you know, my intuition sometimes even, you know, questions it, like because there's been so much negative in my life, it's
Mhm.
hard to, should I be understanding you right now or should I not? So to level up to fully understand, always to understand, not to ever judge, not to even put a placement on someone's finger, just to understand always. Because at the end of the day, I could have went through the same shit, or the next person could have went through the same shit. It doesn't matter, but to understand, everyone needs the level of understanding. I feel like, oh, you love to be understood. Don't sit there and say you don't love to be understood. I
Right.
loved it. I love it too. So
Okay.
that's
That's why I
one
be
thing
looking
I
for
would say.
people who do.
Right. So
You
I
get
would
it? Oh
say
my God.
that's one skill that I would honestly want to know, is to just master and be able to just understand any and all situations without a doubt in my mind. Because once the doubts play in, it's hard to understand the situation.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
I
I would say
think
that.
if it was something like, if I could master the skill of invisibility to touch people and not be seen, hey baby, listen.
You are. You are. You are with your words. You are with your wisdom. Now, don't downplay yourself now,
Well, I'm
okay?
just saying, I'm talking about
I'm
like
just letting you know.
I feel
That
like
right
now
there.
I always gotta put my face on camera. Like for me, I always been in the background for so long. So
What makes you think
even
that? I just want to cut you off right there. What makes you think that?
what?
What makes you think that you aren't being able to touch or change somebody without being seen? Because let me tell you, we've had conversations without being seen, and you've touched my mental. So I can only imagine what other people, when they sit there and they even read poems from you or anything from you, what makes you think that what your words do place on people, you know? And you have a very wise, like, kind, like, push to your words. Like, you are particular with how you address people regardless of what you've been told in life. I tell you, you got kindness and perseverance and like, and motivation when you speak to somebody, and that's something that hard to come by. Understand that. So whenever anyone is in your presence, understand that you do have that, you carry that with you. Not many do. Not many really do it. They can't smile about it because they don't even know. But I'm letting you know. Like, you do. You touch people without even having to show your face. Understand that. You change a person's mindset by the simple positive thing you could easily say. You are very positive no matter, regardless of what you be going through. Trust me, we've had conversations like that.
Yeah.
I can't only imagine if I was in your life for 10, 15 years, what type of um balances you've put in my life, because I know for a fact you have had a couple people that stayed in your life for that long, and they probably find wisdom in your words and balance in your words as well. Maybe they might not agree at that moment, but let me tell you, they do rethink and they're like, oh yeah,
And that's
like,
and that's probably and a lot of times, like if I'm being honest, like it's that it's the aspect of somebody always being combative about your perspective, your view. So it's for me, not that it's hard to see or hard to grasp, because I definitely walk with a lot of confidence about me, but I guess it's more like I'm so used to people not understanding me. I'm so used to people not getting me. Like it's just kind of like I don't know, but I always know my intent is to plant the seed.
right. Your
That's all I
intentions
know.
are pure. Your intentions come pure. It's not, you don't come with judgment. A lot of people that carry that judgment card within their face, you can tell, oh, they're a judgy kind of person. Why are you gonna
Yeah.
judge though? Why are you judging anyway? What's so hard in your life to judge the next person? Like, clearly something's going on. I don't know what, but girl, you gotta figure it out, because you were putting that mirrored image on the next person all because Shorty took your man, or
Okay.
that don't
So
mean you don't have to come at me. I don't even know you.
I think that's a thing, because even the other day I was talking to my friend, and I was telling her basically like and I said I don't know if it's me or I don't know if it's him. Like it could be me simply because I'm still hung up on something in the past, and I know that I am. Like I
Right.
understand that that's exactly what's going on. So and then it's kind of like a thing, or so are you sabotaging it because you're still holding on to hope for something that was long gone, and you
Well,
already knew how it was gonna play out, how it was gonna work out, or is it what you finna say?
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stop you again, girl. 'Cause you know, I'm gonna bring in the light wherever it is necessary, and you know
Oh, I
that.
know you is.
And I'm gonna just say this right now. You need to stop thinking like that.
Really?
Self-sabotage, yeah, self-sabotage is fucking real, and it will stop your blessings from coming in just because of your own mental mindset, you know.
Yeah.
So if you want to take your blessings the right, correct way, you gotta allow everything to come in and let it flow,
But
even
I
if it
gotta let
feels wrong.
go. I gotta
You
let
know,
go of my
yes, you
preconceived
do. You
hopes, my
know,
notions, the
you gotta
beliefs
let
that I
go
got.
sometimes, just like how the princess, whatever her name is, Elsa,
Oh,
and let it go.
let it
Yeah,
go.
just let it go. You know, yeah, and it may be difficult. It really
Yeah,
do, because there are times that it will be very, very difficult to let go, but letting go outweighs sometimes not letting go, and you got to decide for yourself to let go or not to let go. Do you want to keep going through this pattern, or do you see yourself elevating from that pattern? Do you see yourself going up without that person, without that thing? You don't have to have all of that. Remember, understand there are better things always coming.
yeah,
You just got to let it come in. You got to let it flow in, you know? If you don't think that way, how you think it's going to get your life to get better, you know?
yeah.
So you
I was
got to
talking
make
to
it
myself
happen.
just like that today. The same thing you saying to me, I was saying to myself, and I'm like, girl, like you tweaking, especially if it's a person who's showing you that this what it is. Like if it's that, then you gotta accept it at face value. Just
Right.
like you gotta accept, just like you had to accept that other shit at face value. Like you still gotta walk in there. And you know it's kind of like yeah, and you be getting me together, but
You been getting me together though too. Like we both be giving each other advice when it's
I
necessary,
agree.
and that's what I love in a friendship, because it's like, okay, my friend will always be pure,
Yeah,
regardless if she means purity at the end of the day, even if it hurts my feelings. It's something that needs to be said sometimes.
yeah,
It needs to be said. If it's not being, I don't want sugar coated shit every time. I need
yeah.
the sour shit too. I need
I
the
agree.
spicy shit. The
Yeah.
the spicy shit I don't even want to taste, but shit, I'll go taste it because you know what? My friend might be right. And I might be wrong because I'm not always right.
Yeah, no, for real. Because that's why I was just telling my mama that I said, well, you know, if you ever see a place where I'm faulty at, and I ask you what you see, I'm asking you like honestly. I'm asking you for real. Like I'm not
Right,
one of them people because obviously I don't see me how you see me.
right.
So I
It's a
need you to
perception, a different
exactly.
perception.
Let me see your perception. So either I need to help you get a better understanding, or I need to check myself.
Right.
It's one of the
Um,
two.
and then that kind of goes with I honestly wanted to share this quote with you earlier, but now I feel like we could share it together to everybody. Um 1 minute, I'm looking for it right now. It says, "Correct me if I'm wrong. Protect me if I'm right." And I felt like that was the most necessary thing that I ever heard in my life,
What?
because at the end of the day, that is the right way of seeing it. You know.
Corrects me if I'm wrong and protects me if I'm right. I know that's
Mhm.
right, baby. Listen, hey,
Right? That was, I
hey,
had to tell you, I wanted to say that earlier, but now I can share it to more than one person. You feel
yes,
me?
I like that. I like that a lot. Like, I
Well,
like
now you taking it to your world, okay? Take it.
yes. I'll tell. This is another quote that my mama gave me. And she told me. She said to me. She said, "Tell me where you at, so I can meet you where you at and rescue you." And I felt that. And what it's about is that we be moving so fast all the time. We forget to meet people where they at and show them a little grace, show them a little mercy. Like we be so caught up on, and I'm so as tired as I am of running up and down the
Right.
stairs. I know it's necessary. I know it's gonna get my patience up. I know it's gonna get my endurance up. I know it's gonna keep me on my feet. It's gonna keep me on my mental toes at least. Like it's gonna keep me there.
You
But
know, the
what
channel song that came in when you had said that was "Meet Me Halfway, right up the borderline. It's where I'll go wait for you." I was
I
like,
don't know
okay,
that song. I'm gonna have to listen to that song. Listen.
yes, yes.
I don't know that one. When do you
I'm
feel
gonna have to send that to you, because that just really, that instantly went in my head. It was channeled the moment you said that.
okay? Send it to me because you know I'm gonna listen to it.
Yes, yes,
Music is godlike to me. I don't care what nobody say. Like music get me through some shit.
right. If
So
it don't, like, what is? Well, that's the point, right?
I hope it is. To listen to somebody else's consciousness and find myself. Hey, baby, that's it. That's all I
Right.
can think of. Like,
Right.
so
See, I
when do
love
you?
your mindset.
Ah, thank you. I think we
You're
share
welcome.
one and the same most times,
Right.
though. Real life. When do you feel most authentically yourself?
I want to say when I'm in my space, my own space. When I don't have unbothered energy, it's hard when you leave my house. It's like, since I am an empath and I'm proud to say it, I
Yeah,
can sense everybody's energy, so it's really hard to be on the outside world, seeing people go through it and everything like that. So when I'm in my own space in my house, I only have to worry about my kids and only worry about me. That's not too much, once you embark the world, it's like, whoo, you got like 30 different energies.
yeah,
So once I get inside, it's like, you know, um, all the energies of everybody else, it drops down and it feels so at peace. I feel in a calm, protected space. You know, uh, Home is definitely necessary. If you feel me.
yeah. I was just thinking, like I promised, while you were saying all of that in my head, all I kept saying was, if I could just make it home, if I could just make
Right.
it home, like, and that's all you be thinking, because you could have the worst day at school, and all you thinking about is like, if I could just make it home. You know, I know when I get through that door, I could bust down crying, I could whatever, but I can't let the world see me do it. I just gotta
Right.
get home. I gotta get home. But you know what? Like a lot of things for people, it might be a physical thing. But I tell people all the time, like, my mind is home for me.
Right.
Like if my if I lose my mind, like baby,
It is. It is. No, I share that thought too. I feel like you know, it's harder to be at home if you want to be honest, your mental, if it's so crowded with negative energy,
yeah,
so
yeah,
crowded with, chaos from outside. It's hard to, so that's why I said when I'm at home, I have time to be level minded. I have,
yeah.
you know,
You need that
space.
physical space to get your
Right.
mental space together. I
Hell
feel
yeah.
it.
Ooh-wee. I could
Yeah,
be in a whole, you don't even know how it feels to be in even a casino. A casino, you feeling all sorts of energies in a
yeah,
casino, So it's kind of like that when you even go to a grocery store, because it's like you go past somebody's angry, you can sense it, like you could feel it, just radiate off them, One moment.
okay. No,
My bad, sorry. They
you
are they're going crazy in there. They're having a pool party in the back.
okay. They gonna figure it out, huh? Hey, we gonna figure it out today. I feel that.
Yeah. No, imagination is wild when you're a child, but then when you get older, it's like, where did it go?
I want to keep it. I try. Listen, I told you, you know already. I told her, I said, I've been conscious since the age of 3. Like, I remember me since 3, like, literally. That little voice in my head kicked on. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I hearing? Who is that? Who is playing with me? Like,
Right.
I understood choices. I understood I'm telling you, like, we think kids' brains kick on a lot less sooner than what they kick on at. But that's when we be telling them little motherfuckers, you knew what you did. You knew.
Yeah,
You knew what
man.
you was
My
doing.
kids, I feel like they've been up since the moment they were born. I feel
I'm
like,
telling you, like I know. I see you. That's
yeah. No, it's been crazy. I'll go check. Yep. I've been cooking, so Manaya's like, it smells so good downstairs. I'm gonna go check the food.
oh,
It
what you
was it was
cooking?
it was this little Stouffer's this meal. But it took like 90 minutes, so it's about like 20 more minutes till it's done.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
What's a personal rule you never break?
Um, the golden rule. Treat everybody the way that you want to be treated. I've had
Mm,
that goal in my life, or I've told myself that ever since I was in second grade. We were taught that, and I felt like I apply that to life every time I can, and even if it feels wrong for the moment, sometimes I just hold my tongue because I don't want to be treated that way, especially in a professional environment. You gotta watch your mouth so that you can still continue to go places in the world
yeah,
too. You feel me?
I
So
feel that.
that's really what it is.
Hmm. I guess my rule that I try not to break is something like the golden rule. I think it's the true golden rule. Treat people how they want to be treated.
Oh yeah, no, that's exactly too. That too. I
That's
was
just
gonna say that's the end of that. Actual, if you want to be honest,
is it?
treat everybody how you want to be treated, but don't dismiss their disrespect. Okay,
Okay.
and
Okay.
you treat them the way they supposed to be treated. Well, I just don't ever, finish that because at the end of the day, that's how it is in my
I'm gonna
head.
treat you how you want to be treated, and you gonna show me how you want to be treated based on
Yes,
how you treat me.
yes,
So I'm gonna show you.
right. If you can't show me, I'm gonna show you.
Hey, you hear me? Like, listen, I'm about it. I'm on whatever you want.
Right.
I'm on whatever you want.
You
Because
gotta say, you gotta give the same energy almost.
yeah,
Because if
but
you
and it
put,
ain't even that. Cause I cut that energy off quick as hell. But don't get it twisted either. Cause I match energy like a motherfucker. Like,
shit, I'm the type to let you reminisce in your own energy. I'm the type to mirror you for a good 5, 10 days. You gonna be damn, damn. She slapped me in the face. Yeah, I slapped you with your own energy.
I'll
How
be
you
ready
like
for
that?
that. My cutoff game too strong for that shit. I get
It's
irritated with a
not even
person
a
that
game though. It's a level of teaching. You teach them a lesson because with that you also give them the power of kindness. You give them the kindness wheel. It's the play too kind in their game. You feel me? So
yeah,
what is it? Um, what do you do instead of treating people with disrespect? You treat them with kindness, because at the end of the day, they gonna dismiss a disrespectful person, but they gonna be like, damn, they gonna be questioning themselves the whole time. They gonna be like, oh shit, I really shouldn't. Yup, well, too late for that.
we gone. We out this bitch. We outie. Me and all
Too
my
late.
energy, this kindness, this abundance, this prosperity, bitch, we gone.
Yes, yeah, like you know what,
Catch you the next time.
and I'm also the type to be like, you know what, and you bless it. You have a blessed day.
You hear me? And I mean it. Hey,
I
and
mean
mean
it
it.
for real.
Hey,
Like, and
listen,
I'll be real
I
meaning
still
it.
wish you peace, wish you abundance, but you gotta get the fuck on. Big
Right.
fella. Goodbye.
At the end of the day, if you can't match that, then I don't know what you're doing. Shit, I
You hear
don't
me?
even. You could only fit my life if you understand my energy. To be honest, if not, you're gonna be questioning me the whole time. And if you question me, I don't know if I want you in my life because that means I can't trust you.
What's that quote? And they said, my life written in braille. So you can't see it, you gotta feel it.
Oh yeah, ooh, that
It's
one.
a quote.
You snapped with that one.
I don't know who wrote that. It wasn't me.
Well, you filtered it though. You channeled it, baby.
So I don't know if that's the exact quote, but it's out there somewhere. But
It
when
seems
I
like.
said, yeah, when I read that, I was like, oh yeah, this it. This the one.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta feel me, baby. And I promise that's after I read that quote, that's how I came up with the name for the immersive experience.
And I love that. I was gonna say I love that. That's what you do, because it's not only that, but you're immersing the person actually within the situation. They feeling it for themselves. If they
Mm,
ain't got goosebumps yet, I don't know what is. Like because I gotta feel. At least there's one situation. You gotta feel with the person you watching.
yeah, I agree with that. What's one thing you would change about your past if you could?
Honestly, I would say I wouldn't change anything.
Mm,
As much as I would love to say I want to change things, what I got going on is how I am me today. You
yeah.
know, if I didn't go through all the trials and tribulations, I don't know if I would have learned the same way. I know I feel like, oh, I regret a lot of things sometimes, but then at the end of the day, I would say if it wasn't for those moments, I don't think I would understand as much. Or maybe I might, not get the next person truthfully. Or, if it wasn't for that, like putting myself in those situations, you know, um, to make me understand. I think that it has a lot to do with that as well. Like, shit, I can't take away my past. I wouldn't do it for the day. I would say that out of anger, but I wouldn't take my past away, honestly.
Okay. I see that. You know what? One thing I can say is like, if I've been through a lot of stuff, I ain't felt it like it was as heavy as people make it seem.
Right, and a lot of people do perceive other people's journeys way harder.
Mhm.
you know Maybe the next person, I can say this much, not to have my ego high and bright and stuff, but I doubt, I doubt many could go through what I've gone through and still smile like how I do.
Right. Yeah.
I'll be up in a minute. I'm bringing the clothes up.
Like, I want to say thank you so much for coming on and talking to me.
Yes.
I always enjoy our conversations. I just know,
Yes.
like,
I
it's,
love our conversations too. Like our conversations in general. They
yeah,
flow like no other. I'm not used to somebody, coming in and just having the mindset that you do. And and it's great, it's really honestly, I couldn't ask for anything better than that.
okay.
You
I
know.
agree with you. Vice
I
versa.
asked I asked for the divine to bring me a perfect person, and I'm pretty sure they did a damn good job of it. Okay.
Listen, I ain't perfect, but
Hey, you might be perfect to me though. So don't
okay,
sit there
I
and
accept it.
try to put it on.
I just want to lay my cards on the table, baby. I ain't perfect. That's too high of an ask for me.
Okay, no,
That's
you
above
know what?
me.
You tell yourself they did a damn good job, dog. I'm
They
gonna tell
did.
you that.
Oh, no, they definitely did.
They did a damn good job. I'm proud of them. Cause
They
shit, I've been
definitely did.
very questionable about all the other people that they want to just spring in my life. But I'm not questioning this one. I'm
Okay.
happy about this one.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. So, if you got any last words or final words for the viewers or anything?
um, Go and do something for yourself. If not tonight, do something for yourself tomorrow. Stop thinking that you got to do everything the same every day. Do something for yourself.
Girl, I saw
You
your
know.
glasses and tried to push my glasses up. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, probably.
I'm over here talking about
You funny because I really did need to push my nose.
I'm sorry. Go do something for yourself and not today. Cause
Yes,
yeah.
for real. Do something though for yourself. Motivate yourself to get out the house if you don't get out your house like me. Get out, take a walk if you don't have money. Go put makeup on if you can't go out. Go do something for yourself and be pretty about it.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, just so y'all remember that introspection is a process of examining your own internal thoughts and feelings, a deep dive into yourself. It's about taking a moment, stepping back, and really looking at who we are, what we feel, and why we act the way we do. It's a journey of self discovery, and it's a powerful tool for personal growth. And thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Riz, thank you so much for being
Thank you.
my co guide tonight. I appreciate you
Well,
so
thank
much.
you for inviting me.
No problem. I
I
invite
like
you all the
opening
time.
people's mindsets.
Yeah, but you all have a great night,
You as
and we'll
well.
see you next week.
Bye bye.